Hello, welcome to my channel. I am Christina. I post videos on how to create work-life balance as a working mom. In today's video, we're going to talk about all things goal setting with a particular focus on time management. Something that I've done, so I'm showing you what I did back last year around this time. I created one for 2019. And this is something that I think we should recreate together right now, just because I think it's a great way to get a visual idea of 2020, how I'm gonna spend the time, who am I gonna spend the time with, and what I'm gonna spend the time doing. I'm very visual, and we're just gonna start with 2020 right down the center. So I'm thinking about who, what, and how. These are the questions that you're going to ask yourself because this is going to have a direct impact on actually achieving your goals. So this is where we start off, and now we're going to segment it just a little bit further. So as I said, I did this back in 2019, and I had quite a few different things going on. Everything from like my job at work, my community goals, my business goals. As I said, I started a new business back in 2019, relationship, my own health, finances, as well as some home goals. We have our own home, so there's always something that has to get done. So this year for 2020, I do want to be very intentional with it. I did feel last year I had a lot going on. So now I'm just going to break it down even more simpler. So first I'll start off with my relationships. So that number one for me is always my husband, my family, of course, friends, and then just like my overall network, right, in terms of work. And something that I really want to focus on in 2020 is my social community. So I'm going to add that as well. So everything for social media, as well as YouTube. So that's my relationships. Another thing that's important for me for 2020, as I said, a huge focus is health and fitness. This is something that definitely took a back burner in 2019. And I give myself grace. I was a new mom. As I said, I was breastfeeding, and that was definitely the most important thing in terms of health and fitness last year. But now I'm ready to get back into the gym, ready to start eating good, and feeling great. So that's something that I want to put down here. So definitely, food tracking, as well as a fitness or exercise routine. And the other thing that I'm going to put in here outside of like physical health is also mental health. Just because as a working mom, I definitely feel like, as I said, we're pulled in all these different directions, and prioritizing our own mental and emotional health is very important. So something that I also want to start in 2020 is a morning routine. So definitely starting the day with some form of prayer, reflection, just starting at center. Because I felt all of last year, I was just like, each morning was its own story. So definitely a morning routine. I want to become a morning person. Lord knows I'm not right now, so morning person. Okay, so where you have our relationships, as I said, one of my main goals is the health and fitness. And then over here, I'm going to put finance, personal finance. I'm going to do a whole separate video on these different segments as well. So just so that you know, like in the next coming videos, I'm going to have a whole video on goal setting for health and fitness as a working mom, another one on personal finance, really getting into the nuts and bolts of that, and another one on career. So there's more to come there, but here we're just going to lay it out. So in terms of personal finance, my husband and I maintain a debt-free household. This is something that's very important to us, so just continuing down that path. And then we also have savings goals, some of which include a new car. We're still riding our 2010 CRV, so we definitely need a new car. And also continue to do some more house stuff. So home renovations, right? So then we have our personal finance. And then over here, I am going to put the next segment, which is career. As I said, we're working moms, so that's a huge part. It's important for us to set our own goals in terms of our job and also what we ultimately want to do. As I said, I do also have my own business, so let's start with my career. So this is my career at my current job. So I do have a new role this year, and I'm onboarding new team members. So I definitely, something that's important to me is coaching new team. And then the other thing, I'm in sales, and this year we have the most aggressive sales targets we've ever had. So that's something, reaching sales targets quarterly, right? Very specific. Okay, so what we have here is the groundwork for our 2020 goals. So as I said, this over here recaps our 3 most important questions: who, what, and how, and creates a visual reference of where the time is going to be spent, how it is going to be spent, and who is going to be spent with. So that wraps up this video, the first video in terms of how we're going to spend our time in 2020. As I said, I have it all here. We're going to dig into it over the next few videos. So definitely subscribe, comment, ask questions, let me know what you want to see. But as I said, this first series is going to be entirely focused on 2020 goals, setting them, creating them, and making them happen. Thank you so much.